A programming note. We got an off topic. I just thought about this. I was going to bring it up. And if you've seen the whole thing, don't tell me what happens or don't spoil it for me. But there's a series on one of the channels of the streaming channel services. I don't know where it is. Stace puts it up on the television. But we've started watching it. And I have so much time to sit around and watch TV. I've got through the first 3 episodes in the last week and a half, but I'm trying to apply myself. The Penguin. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about WWE Unreal. No, I have
No,
not,
I said not related to wrestling.
Exactly. I thought you were going to talk about WWE Unreal.
Oh, goddamn. Oh, and by the way, by the time that we come back with another program, folks out there that care about that type of thing will have seen the rest of the Unreal and know what's going on there and let you know in case you just want the Reader's Digest version. But the Penguin.
I had not heard about it. No, who's in it?
Well, I don't know, but apparently he doesn't look like himself. I will elaborate further. The Penguin is obviously based on the Batman villain. But this is like I don't know, again, I haven't read the comics. The funny papers, I haven't read them since I was a collector back in the 70s. I know the Penguin, he's got the umbrella. It's Burgess Meredith. Everybody knows that. Whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But But they have updated this thing, and apparently Stace showed me a picture of the guy. I can't remember his fucking name. I don't know any of these young fancy Dan actors. But he's not like really a fat, ugly looking fuck. They've made him up. But he is the driver, or he started out in crime. They do flashbacks and all this shit. I don't know. I'm nodding off by the end of it just because I'm exhausted. But he started out as the driver for Sophia Falcone, who was the daughter of the Falcone crime family in Gotham City, and they stuck her in the fucking Arkham Asylum for 10 years on trumped up charges. And she came out a wacko and is trying to take over the crime, but he's double crossing her and all this other shit's going on. But he looks like they've got him in the makeup and the outfit where he looks like the Penguin. And his waddle is explained that he's got, the brace on his leg. Like when I was a kid, I'm sure they've modified these things, but there were kids that had braces on their leg, and that's why he waddles around. And it's very dark and exciting and penguin-y.
Oh, you know what?
You should see this.
Yeah, it's Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. I've heard that name somewhere.
Must be wearing a ton of makeup. I got to check this out. This is on HBO, it says.
Oh, well, there you go. So, but we've been watching because apparently I don't know how many episodes they've done. Like I said, I've seen the first 3. But you got to see the Penguin. Right. I don't know when the umbrella with the poisonous gas comes in. I'm assuming that's in later episodes.
What do you think of when they go back and they revisit these characters that we all know? It could be the Penguin, it could be any superhero or villain, and they give you the origin story, and they, either do it the same way. I don't know if this is the way Bob Kane envisioned it or not. I don't know if he ever envisioned anything. Who knows when it comes to the origin of the Penguin? But what are your thoughts about revisiting some of these characters and showing them from a different perspective or anything?
Well, I like this treatment, as they say in the business. I like, the way that they're making, because let's face it, the 30-minute, 24 minutes with commercials or whatever, 66 Batman series didn't have time to flesh out not only the origin stories of the Penguin, but also make him possibly the most realistic character. So I like this. It's cool to see the same character, but done in a realistic fashion and with, something going on. So far, it's good. Now, you can also take somebody and completely fuck it up if it's no good and it's just preposterous, or Little Orphan Annie becomes Little Orphan Dick, as I said here a couple weeks ago, or the Silver Surfer's a woman, or whatever. Let's try to take the the original concept and just make it realer than the comics were able to, instead of changing the shit around after it's already over to where it's not the same thing.
You know, last time I talked about that with you, got a lot of negative feedback from people like, they had a female Silver Surfer in the comics. You didn't know? It was a... Yeah, I said that. I literally said in the segment that I was talking to someone explaining how, oh no, this is all part of the multiverse. Don't worry about it. That wasn't the point. It's the Fantastic Four finally getting a movie done the right way, allegedly. I want to see the real Silver Surfer. That's all.
And I want to see the Invisible Girl, not the Invisible Woman. She was the Invisible Girl, goddammit. I'm just telling you. You go back and look if you can afford the copy, not you,
you
but the
peasants,
royal you.
If you could afford to read about the Fantastic Four.
If you can afford the original or get a good quality reprint.
And there are plenty of those.
And the Invisible Girl.
What did you think of the X-Men, like the original X-Men when they first debuted?
You know what? That was cool because, again, I got the early X-Men. I think I got the X-Men 1 I got from Larry and Richard. The box of comics that I got from my cousins that led to my fascination and obsessive comic collecting for those years. X-Men 1 was in there, and several of the early, like, I think 1, maybe 3, 7. Was 7 the Vulture? Why am I? No, I'm not. I'm thinking wrong. But nevertheless,
what did you think of the concept of mutants? What did you think of mutants?
But that was the best part about it was Professor X, the bald-headed, telepath in the wheelchair in his castle and workshop and whatever the fuck. That was the cool shit. But they were reasonable mutants, maybe except for... Because I don't know about a guy that can transform himself into a block of ice at will, but like the Beast and, Cyclops had the fucking heat vision and all that stuff. So it was still on the side of, they're not trying to insult a 7 and 8 and 9-year-old's intelligence.
And were you done collecting when they reintroduced them, the new X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men, giant size X-Men #1?
Yes, believe it or not. That's the one goddamn major collector's item of the 70s that I was out right about that same time because I started going to wrestling so often and I started taking pictures and the blah, blah, blah. And how much time was there in the day? Newman.
All right, this has been Happy Talk.
Well, there you go. Well, you're the one asking about the egg. What do you got, a mutant thing going on? Some kind of mutant thing?
I wouldn't admit it.